What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mom Files. I'm Tay.
And I'm Sarah J.
We upgraded from the couch to the bedroom. And we got mics this time, and we got a stand.
Yes, so you guys should be able to hear and see us a whole lot clearer.
We're doing way better than last week. And also, last week, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in to our first episode. We're up in the 200 views, and although that might not be a lot to some, that's a pretty good number. So I think we're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of us, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Pop off.
Yeah, so this week we're going to be talking about friendships, moving on from friendships. We're going to talk about growing from friendships. We're going to talk about toxic friendships, just all the ins and outs of friendships because honestly, they're messy and complicated, and sometimes you just need to move on from people. So, Sarah, before we get into all that, how was your week?
My week was pretty good, honestly. It was a bit stressful, but I mean, I got through it and start of a new week. Different thing.
Sarah's had some stuff going on, and her weekly motto was, I'm going to forgive, not forget. And I mean, although that is true.
I'm just trying to be a bigger person and a better person. And I don't want anybody to feel as if, because people do change, people do grow.
I'm 4'11".
Okay.
I ain't got no be a bigger person in me.
I don't mean people do change. People have potential to change and potential to grow and be better. And I don't want someone to grow and change from this situation and look back 10 years later and be like, man, I really hurt that girl and she never forgave me. I still have her hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, because that would make me feel bad.
Well, I still wouldn't forgive you. I might move on, but I wouldn't forgive you. But how has Jaden been this week? Crazy.
Jaden is a handful by himself. Jaden and Josephine, that is the name of the little girl that also lives with me. Okay, so my laundry room is right by my bedroom, right? It's my washer right there, and I have one laundry basket, but it's got a big blanket in it, so the rest of the clothes were just sitting on the floor. Josephine and Jaden are gonna come into the room and be like, "Mommy, Aunt Claire, you really need to do this laundry. I'm sick of stepping over it."
You do it.
Okay, so now,
are you checking me? Are you
do you pay bills? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Why are you stepping on it anyway? Why is it on the floor?
Because y'all pulled out all your clothes and said that they were dirty. It's been 3 days. How come there's 6 loads of laundry right there? I don't understand.
It all came from their bedroom, didn't it?
Yes, 100%. Clean that room means take everything to laundry, apparently.
Because it never gets put up in the first place. That's how Avery's is. It's so
I'm going to sit there and fold them all, but you're going to go put them away, you know? I'm not walking in your bedroom with your clothes and my clothes and putting my clothes away when you're old enough and capable enough to put your clothes in their drawer. I am folding them for you. All I want you to do is set them in the drawer. The correct drawer. Because, Jaden Gray will put them all in one drawer and
unfold them as they do it.
Just shoving them in there. And then I'm like, he's like, I can't find any clothes. And I go and look and they're all in one drawer. There's no clothes in any other drawer after
it's all one.
Month.
In their underwear, that's Avery's big thing. Mommy, I can't find underwear.
Yeah.
You have a specific drawer.
Just for underwear.
And you're telling me
underwear and socks go in the same one. You got one for your pajamas, you got one for your shirts, and one for your pants. And honestly, Jaden's pants and shorts are in separate drawers. He's got one for his shorts and one for his pants.
Because, bro, you have so many clothes.
So many.
No wonder they're all on the floor. It's because they don't fit in the drawer that you designated for them. Bro, be so fucking for real.
Why are there Hot Wheel cars in your underwear drawer?
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Avery, she decided that she was going to cut her hair. And, a big chunk of it. And so I had to cut the other half. And, I have to make it.
It doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think you did your ditty low-key.
I think so too, but I need to go take her to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Because it's just, but she literally, let me tell you, she cut her hair one time and hid the hair in my couch.
Yes, I remember.
And so when I sat down to do whatever I was doing, I realized, I'm like, why is there just a wad of hair? And it's Avery's hair, and the scissors are like on the fucking on the table. And I'm like, ain't no way she cut her hair, and threw it, shoved it in my couch instead of throwing it away. Yeah. I don't know. Girls are
I can't
something.
even be mad at the girl.
And no, I told her, I was like, Avery, why didn't you just, if you want your haircut, ask me? She said, Mommy, I did ask you, and you told me no.
Valid.
That's valid. I mean, I did tell her no.
When I was little, I cut my hair right here. My mom had to French braid it across my head, like one from here to here every day for months until it grew back out. My hair's real curly.
Girl, Mom was like queen. I was
those micro braid.
Yeah,
bangs,
girl.
micro bangs.
Second grade, Taylor was doing the do with the hair. Okay. That's so funny. All right, well, we're going to talk about friendships and a whole bunch of other things we're going to get into. So, Sarah, we're going to start with you. Do you remember the first time you realized that a friendship was changing?
The first time probably was I had a high school friendship. I mean, she still is my friend, like acquaintances. We do check on each other, like very slim to none, but we do. Like we watch each other's socials and stuff. There's never been like an animosity thing. Like it just genuinely was different paths. When I graduated, I got pregnant like shortly after, and she went to college and she did the whole like college experience and all that.
Like, pop off, queen.
Exactly. Like I'm very proud of her accomplishments. I might not speak them freely all the time to her, but I do see her and congratulate her silently and am proud for her for everything that she's done. She is a big girl now. And
I can't believe high school was literally like more than 10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what the hell? I would have graduated in 2016, but I stopped going to high school in 2014. It was like 11 years ago.
I did graduate high school, and I graduated in West Virginia. I didn't even graduate here, but I did go to school most of my.
I got my, what's it called, GED. Yeah.
She's educated.
I'm educated. We love an educated queen. Yeah, no, I think the first time I realized that I was growing out of a friendship like that was, honestly, I had a friend in high school, like you said. We were like real close. I stayed at her house, she stayed at mine. I had kids. She had a boyfriend. We just kind of drifted apart, but we still are friends on Facebook and like talk and like each other's stuff. So, like, life literally will throw like so much like crap at you that you just move away from like friendships, and that's okay.
Very much is.
Let's see. We had someone write in. We asked little questions on Facebook, in our little Facebook group, and honestly, that thing is growing. There's a few people that like always are commenting and sending stuff in, so that's always super sweet.
If you aren't following our Facebook, it's the Mom Files. Find it real easy.
And before we get into what one of our listeners sent in, we live in like a military town, and so military friendships literally come and go. Like, some of the best people I will ever met in my whole life like have been military, and one minute they're here, one minute they're gone. And so literally, like, me and Sarah have some of the best memories with
strictly military people.
Yeah, and
that we'll probably never see again in our lives, but
yeah, they're just so sweet and like so fun, and like it's just so many people from like all over the world that like I literally have friends everywhere, like anywhere, and we could go anywhere in the United States, and I promise you, like, there's someone that we know.
Yeah, probably.
But she said, my hardest friendship breakup was it was her coming to terms with the fact that you definitely have people in your life for seasons. Being in the military, she moved all over the world, and she had friends that were amazing about staying in touch, and others that just whenever she reached out, they didn't respond. And like she said, maybe people were busy. Some people don't put in effort like you do, or like some people's lives are just, everyone's lives are so chaotic, and sometimes chaos is going on in your life at the same time. So, like you said, you can't really be mad about it. She said when this first started to happen, she was sad and mad, but now she gets it because it's so hard to prioritize everything. And no hate, and like I said, she gets it. So, do you have any do you correlate with that at all?
Oh yeah, military friendships, like they're honestly probably the hardest for me,
Yeah.
to be completely honest. Like military people, you end up getting so close with them in such a short amount of time because they're not from here. And so they become friends with locals to show them things to do and all that stuff. And you just bond so quickly. I had a friend, Morgan. She normally listens. So, hi, Morgan. Um, she actually just moved not too long ago. I was so heartbroken and actually didn't get to talk to her up until yesterday for probably about a month. Like, because she was just moving and getting her life situated up there. And at first, it really did
Yeah.
hurt my feelings because I was like, oh, she promised she would stay in touch and da 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 da. But you just have to realize that, like, they're moving their whole life in such a short amount of time and having to start all over. And, like, just because you're stuck in this one moment and your life is still going on as the same, their life is completely different now.
Yeah, I think that goes along with like even friendships that don't have like anything to do with the military. Like so much can be going on for someone else, and your life can be just fine. And instead of like taking it like you said, you like your feelings being hurt, like it's just like some people just have so much going on that you have to. It's not
And
all about
some,
you.
yeah, and some people don't
Yeah,
handle things the same way that you do. Like, you guys
yeah.
could be in the same situation and someone handle it a lot less, what's the word?
I'm stumped.
A lot, people just handle it a lot.
Better or
People,
worse?
yeah, people handle it worse and people handle it better. Like, it's really about your mental, and you have to realize that not everybody's mental is up to capacity and the same as yours.
Yeah, I feel that. I had a friend that we just kind of like outgrew each other, and no hate to anyone in any of these stories. This is just our own experience, how we feel about it. No shade, no tea. Uh, but yeah, no, me and her were like this whenever we were younger in our early 20s, and she got married and moved on. I was still partying and being wild, and after so many years, it's just not the same. Like, and now I have friends that I've been friends with, like shout out to Jordan. I've been friends with her for like a decade, and like that's my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we've just grown with each other, so that's a friendship like that. No matter what season we're in, we always just understand that whether it's rough for me and good for her, like I'll be there for her. So
The truest friendships grow with you though and bend with
yeah,
you, and like Tay and I have been friends for what, 6 years?
yeah,
Almost seven, because you were pregnant with Avery, so about seven-ish.
yeah.
Like, we've just adapted to each other. There's times we've lived together, there's times that we've lived hours away from each other and still managed to, like, we might not talk for a month, but when we do talk, it's the exact same energy. It's the just, some people are meant for you and some people are meant for a season. And
That's fine. Like, but also you have friends that are like toxic, and like you just need to get out of that friendship. Like I have, when we're gonna just, I have a friend that was so dang toxic that literally, like, it's just like this girl is just so toxic. Toxic. I'm not even gonna get into what all came with her friendship, but it was just a lot. Like she always had issues with like other women, and just what I'm talking about.
right,
Like that girl is
Mrs.
just
Beans.
yeah. But yeah, like you just like, and sometimes toxic friendships are like literally like worse than a breakup, because like girl, you were friends with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now you want to act brand new. Like, you want to like talk shit on me about things that you knew when we were friends, and or vice versa. Like, not even just me. Like, that's just how girls are sometimes when a friendship. Like, why do you have to do that? Like, that
My
is so.
biggest advice to young girls is watch how your friends treat their other friends, because that is
Yeah,
how they treat you when you're not around. That was
yeah,
one big thing that I had to learn in my early 20s, because I had a huge group of girlfriends. Like, we all did. We were in a huge group. And I would notice that some of the girls wouldn't be around, and this one specific girl would always just constantly just talk ugly about her. And it didn't make sense, because when she was around, she was, oh, I love you, da, da, da,
yeah.
da, all in her face. And then it turned out that once I didn't want to be friends with this girl, that she was then talking about me, and had been talking about me or other people that weren't around at a certain time. Like, you just really need to pay attention to how they act when,
Yeah, and my
yeah,
like, and if you don't like someone and you feel like you need to like get a group and a gang of people to not like them because you don't like them, like everybody, and like some people might tell you that I'm nice, some people might tell you that I'm the biggest a hole that they've ever met in their life, and honestly, you should believe them because I act accordingly. And that's just what like that's just how you have to act. Like friends come and go, and if like I've also learned that if you are friends with someone and instead of them coming to you when there's an issue running to everyone else like around, that's an issue because like we're like I should be close enough to you that you feel like you can come to me instead of going to other people, because that's when
right.
it gets misconstrued and everyone thinks you're talking
Now,
shit.
there is like
Now you can
always,
vent.
yeah, there's always, like, I wouldn't vent to just anybody.
Yeah,
Like,
no, no, yeah,
um,
for sure.
I'm big about keeping my mouth closed unless I trust you for real. But also, I'm a firm believer in taking my time to be quiet, because just because Tay snapped at me doesn't necessarily mean that she meant to. Like, because if I snap right back, then what am I doing? I'm very big about, okay, like, she just pissed me off, so I'm gonna be quiet,
Oh, not me. I'm gonna say exactly how I
and I'm gonna be
feel.
quiet and hush, and just, like, I'm not gonna talk to her until school's off.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely wild and not really wild, like chaotic anymore, but just my feelings. Like if I have something to say, I will say it then because I'm not about to sit on that. Like I'm not about to make myself mad because like you pissed me off. Like no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. So let's see. And you can also like grow apart gracefully. Like you don't have to have like a big blowout of like not speaking to each other and all of a sudden it's, oh, let me talk shit about her, you
Right.
know. So girls are crazy, girls are chaotic and wild. Okay, so now we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna talk about rediscovering who we are now that we don't really hang out with a lot of people, or kind of just what we are now, who we are now, what we got going on now, what our aspirations are, I guess, now that we're not like partying and drinking as you know me at all. So
I do occasionally. I love a good line dance, girl.
and you know when like friendships end and you know it kind of forces you to like sit with yourself, be alone, find you know comfortability with yourself, and like that was a really big thing for me. Like I really thrived in you know like chaos, like a lot really going on around me, like the bar scene, friends. Like I always wanted someone around. I always wanted to be at a party. And so when life humbles you, sits you down a little bit, makes you realize that life ain't always just goosing and gandering around. It's
Yeah.
time to, you know, it's time to sit down and really figure out who you are. So, you know, Sarah, do you think that you changed, you know, over the last couple of years, and do you find like friendships are a little bit harder to come by?
Yeah, like, I had a partner that ended this time last year, the ex that I used her credit card, that she was a really, like, granted we ended, like, blah blah blah, no hate to her whatsoever, like, I do still care about her, she still cares about me, we keep in touch. She really did teach me that being calm is okay, because I am very much a, like,
Okay,
thrive.
I don't know how it's gonna do, but we had a little technical difficulty real quick. So
Right, but as I was saying, like, very much out in the bar scene, very much never at home, like, and she was just a big factor in my life that made me realize it's okay to be calm and chill, and it doesn't matter if you're missing. I had FOMO real bad, fear of missing out,
yeah, I
fear
was
of missing out real
so
bad,
bad.
and she
Yeah,
really just made me realize that it's okay to be at home. It's okay to not have to be out in the scene all the time, and just to relax and to just take time for yourself. And even though we aren't together, I very much still believe that and still practice that. I do have my time where I do go out and, like, do things and do things that I did enjoy then, but not to the extent
right.
at all that I
Yeah.
used to indulge in.
Yeah, no, I used to be very much in the bar scene. I was very much a bar fighter.
Oof.
Loved,
She loved a good
loved.
tussle.
Yes, I loved me a good bar brawl, and I'm not saying that to be proud of it, but I'm just saying that's really funny considering that I'm 4'11", and it used to really aggravate the crap out of me that people would like try and like push me over, I guess, because like you were right idea, wrong girl. Sorry for you, dog. I'm trying to like not say as many cuss words because we do want to put this on other platforms other than YouTube,
Right.
and I ain't trying to get banned by Mark. Okay, don't start beef with me, Mark. So yeah, and my boyfriend now, he is literally amazing, and he used to be wild too. Don't let me cover that up. But like now we just got too many kids to be going out anywhere, and if we do go out, we have our kids, and we can't go anywhere that our kids can't go. So like even to the gym, like sometimes like I'll have you or my sister watch them, so I can go, but usually it's just me and him and all the kids, and so I definitely like it a lot more now. I'm very more at peace. Like it's sometimes it's lonely. Don't get me wrong. I really hate that a lot of my friends have a job
I'm
and I
sorry that
stay
I have to
home.
pay my bills.
So I'm like, sometimes it's lonely, but like it's just so much more peaceful. Like I love that I'm not the center of the drama because I used to be the friend that would fight for my friends. Like I literally had this one friend that would not fight any of her battles because she knew that I would fight them for her. And I mean, granted, we're not friends anymore, so whatever. But literally, like, you can ask anyone. I literally protected her like a little fucking, oh, sorry, a little baby.
Real bad.
Yeah, it's not, no. So, but like, literally, like, it's just fun to not have chaos and, you
Yeah,
know,
it's like FOMO is a real thing, and you can't get over it, I promise.
yeah, and like I'm not saying like now, like because I've been a mom since I was literally 17, and like I wasn't always the best mom. Like we're saying, I love to used to get
Yeah.
me a babysitter and go have fun, and I really didn't want to take my kids in a lot of places because I wanted to get drunk, and I would not have them in a situation like that. So like I would get a babysitter, which I mean is a good like, and I used to think that like, oh, since I got a babysitter, like I'm not a bad parent, but like honestly, at the end of the day, like,
You're not with your child.
yeah, like, and
And
you
then
don't have
I'm
to
not
have them
necessarily saying that that
all the
makes you a bad
time.
parent by
Yeah,
any means, because there's some people that genuinely do need babysitters all the time. Like, there's parents that have to work more than other parents in order to stay afloat, and that's perfectly acceptable.
but like, don't ever feel bad for like setting like boundaries with yourself or with what you got going on in your life and and your kids and because like life is crazy, life is hectic, and moms good like deserve a good nights out like, but sometimes like nights out for other moms like don't look like that, like they always have their kids, and don't like make anyone like make you feel guilty about that because mom guilt is so real.
Whether that's from your kids, whether it's from your somebody on the outside, like a family member or a friend, like
Or a
mom
hater. A
Mom
hater,
guilt,
that's their
just
favorite thing to do.
you're a horrible
is,
mom.
yeah,
Like off the
guilt trip
rip.
you. Yeah.
And then like, and obviously you don't believe it off the like top, but then when you go to bed at night, it's like, man, am I a bad mom? Like, did I do enough today? Like, man, I shouldn't have yelled at them to clean up the living room today. I should have
Right.
asked nicely. But like, there's just, you have to be comfortable enough with yourself to realize that you're not a bad mom, like you're a tired mom, and you're allowed to be tired, and you're allowed to have days where it's not as good as it was yesterday, or maybe you feel like you didn't do enough, but at the end of the day,
You did enough.
like one thing that helps me
Yeah.
a lot is my kids yell out, I love you, TT, I love you, mommy, randomly.
Very random.
Very random. It's not prompted. It's not, I said I love you first, and so they said it. It's not just at bedtime. It's not just when they leave me. Like, they are constantly, I love you. I care about you. Can I have a hug? Can I have a kiss? Like, they just,
Avery told me the other day, Mommy, I feel safe with you. And like, you know how sweet that is? Like, to be their comfort spot, to be their safe, like, like, I'm mommy. Like,
yeah.
I literally made a TikTok about it, the other day. I'm replaceable anywhere in this world but to them. And like, I don't know, just growing up, I feel like, we're almost to 30. Like, that's crazy to say.
Oh my
Like, I
goodness.
know, girl, my birthday's coming up. You are 28. I'm about to be 28. I'm so excited. On the first episode, I said I was 27. I'm about to be 28. Or I was about to be 27. I'm about to be 28.
Yes.
So it's just, once you like grow up and like, it's just get good friends and get friends that understand that you are a mom and you do have a relationship, and like someone that don't get mad because you prioritize your relationship in your home life and like your comfortability. Like, I love being home. Like, if I'm not with him, if I'm at her house and he texts me, like, I'm ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, but
No, but that's completely understandable.
it's time to pack it up. And Sarah's done that to me. Like, we just, are
I could be at the bar. The person that I want to text me. I gotta go.
Gotta go.
I gotta go. My ride coming.
Yeah, no. All right, so let's see. And like a couple weeks ago, me and Sarah went and got a pedicure, and like my sister kept my kids. It was just us. We went and got lunch that day. We went and got a pedicure. Ricos. Yeah, honestly, I literally ate Spicy Ricos. Shout out to Spicy Ricos in DeRidder, Louisiana. If you've never been,
you should.
It's
you should
better
go.
than Chipotle.
So good. Like,
that's my opinion.
And if you haven't had Chipotle, but you've had Qdoba, because I know a lot of our listeners are from this area, it's like a more flavorful Qdoba. It is so good.
Yes,
so delicious.
So good. Whatever they did, it's so good. I literally
I just had it yesterday.
We went to church, and I literally was like, babe, if your mom and them don't cook, can we go to Spicy Rico's? And he was like, yeah, let's do that. So we literally get to church, and Will's like, so did you cook? And she's like, no, we're going to go to El Flamingo. He was like, no, let's go to Spicy Rico's. I was like, oh, I've been plotting since I got here. Like, I've been plotting. It's so good.
Oh, no, Avery. Like, because you said the plotting thing, Avery told my dad, they call my dad Baba, all of the kids, and he loves all of the children. They are all his grandchildren. And we go to church every Sunday, and after church, he either cooks or we go out. So Avery went with us, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before.
And mind you, she goes to church with us every Sunday, and we go get food after church.
She walks straight up to my dad and goes, Baba, did you cook? And he goes, no, I didn't. And she was like, okay, well, can we eat after church? Because I'm hungry already. Baba talking about, yeah, of course. How come when I asked, it was no?
Oh my God.
She had been plotting since before, because she asked me on the way to church if Baba cooked. She already knew what she was finna ask.
That's so funny. Like, girl, thank you. Like, if I ain't gotta say it, he'll say no to me.
He says no to me all the time.
It's like when you were a kid. If you ask my mama, they'll say yes to you. They'll say no to me. But yeah, no, that's so funny. And like this, and like I feel like, well, I don't know. I've never really lived in like a big city with a lot of friendships, but like being in a small town and having friendships is honestly so hard because like there's always just constantly so much going on around a
Yeah.
friend group. Like we used to have like a big friend group and like either girls was sleeping with other like friends' boyfriends or these two girls fell out and now you got to pick a side or like you know what I'm saying, and it's just like why,
Yeah.
like it like I don't know, it's just like drama like around friendships to for girls as an adult. I just don't understand like why. Don't try to sleep with my man, don't be mean to my kids, and don't
And
expect
don't
me to
question
text
the
you
way
every
that I
day.
parent. You can question me
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
me, like me to me, but don't question me in front of my child.
yeah,
And
don't
don't try to over
overstep.
parent
Yeah,
me.
that's my biggest thing too. Like if you see me getting on to my kid and you think that you need to interject yourself, like you really don't. Unless like Sarah's done told her kid 5 times and he's still saying something like,
Right.
"All right, now why are you playing with her? Like you're not
Yeah, my
gonna do
big
not
thing
play with
is
me."
I will tell Avery, like if she's talking back to her mom, I was like, I'll be like, okay, you can stop because you're not gonna be talking to my friend that way. You need to chill. You're not
Yeah,
gonna talk to my friend that way.
like
Like, but
girl,
it's never a serious
yeah.
thing.
And like, okay, I kind of want to switch up the conversation from that to what do you think as a mom now that you would like take away if you have a girl or if even Jaden, what would you tell him when he becomes a dad that you learned from being a mom?
Oh my
Like the most
goodness.
important thing. I think
That's so hard.
I think mom would be to know boundaries, like to have boundaries, to set boundaries, and to understand that, like, those are your boundaries and you're okay with it. Or that, or I can tell you something and, like, I might not have meant to hurt your feelings, but it did hurt your feelings. Okay, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. That's not what I meant. Like, always apologize for how you make someone feel,
Right.
but don't apologize for what you said if you meant it. Like I didn't
Exactly.
mean to make you feel that way, but
I am sorry that I did make you feel that
yeah,
way.
but I mean it. Like that, you know, I mean what I say and I say what I mean, but I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I want to teach my kids.
I feel like mine would be that because society is so like just anti-parent in general. Like everybody wants to
Yeah,
act like, oh, they're so like, oh, the moms need help, the dads need help, but everybody as a whole, us as a whole are very anti-parent. I want Jaden to know that he is irreplaceable in his household. I want Jaden to provide the way that he's supposed to provide, or the daughter, if I ever have a daughter. Like, I want her
right.
to know that her love and the way that she's supposed to build a home and give love into a home is irreplaceable with her children. Like, no matter what anybody else says about her or him in his lifetime, his children,
You are important
you
here.
are more than enough here.
Yeah, I always like me and my daughter go head to head, but like when she gets older, I want her to be like my mommy taught me. Like, yeah, I want her to be like, oh, my mom is nurturing to me, but I want her to be like, oh, my mama taught me like life isn't easy, but I am important, I am
Right.
enough, I am smart, I am kind.
Yeah,
But the
my kids get
world
on.
might not be.
Exactly. My kids get on the bus every morning and I say the exact same thing. You are brave, smart, and kind, even to people that do not deserve it. I love you. Have a great day. And that's just something that I know that they're going to carry on with them for the rest of their lives because I've said it ever
Right.
since they started school. Jaden even says it back to me. Like if um I don't use the car that day, I get dropped off to work, whatever, and Jaden happens to be there, he will tell me, Mommy, be brave, smart, and kind, even people don't deserve it. Like that's something that I just want
Yeah.
him to know that he is important enough and and instill within himself that
Right.
to always be important enough within himself.
Right. Make him feel safe, comfortable.
And
And
just
like
being him.
and like and we've said it last week and I think we've said it this week, like the world has just changed so much that kids like back then, like I used to get my butt tore up. Like
Toe
my
off.
family wasn't like a come like ta ta, let me give you a hug. Like there wasn't a very an affection. Like my dad, like I was raised by my like a single dad. My grandparents helped, and I did have a stepmom, but mostly it was my dad, and he was just like you know, he was an amazing dad. Love my daddy. But he just, you know, he worked, he went home, he cooked, he cleaned. It wasn't very like affectionate or whatever. And now that like I'm a parent, I have to learn that because I have very, very like touchy kids. Like they always want to be like,
Same.
mommy,
I feel
hold
like,
me. And it's just something that I really, really struggle with of
but
like,
I've noticed that with almost all of my friends that have had rough upbringings, because I also am raised in a not very touchy, huggy like family. I've noticed that all my friends that are raised that way and that are uncomfortable with touch and stuff have the clingiest children. And I
yeah,
really feel like it's just meant to be that way. Like
right. They're here
you're
to slow
learning to
you
love yourself
down.
through your kids.
Yeah.
The way that, because sometimes like just the way that they talk to me, because I let them talk to me any kind of way. I know it's crazy, but they do. They just talk to me crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, they don't respect me, they don't love me, they don't care about me. But we go to church on Sunday, and the Sunday school teacher is like, oh, Jaden was praying for you so hard in church.
Yeah, Avery does the same, and like that's my biggest compliment on all my kids. No matter wherever I
Is that
take
they can
them, they're
see the love that
so,
is poured
yeah,
into them.
and they're
That's what people
so
tell me.
good. They're so good. They're like,
Very
Taylor,
good.
they're so good. I'm like,
Come to my
I don't
house
think
for
we
come to
getting
my
the
house for an
same
hour.
kids, big dog. Because me and Avery was beefing it out over her wanting a Snickers bar for breakfast. Like, girl, it is breakfast. You're not getting candy.
Or
You're
when Jaden came in my room with a sucker yesterday and asked for it for breakfast, I told him no. And so 5 seconds later, he turns around with a warhead and asks for it for breakfast, and I tell him no. And he tells me, but it's not a sucker. It just don't got a stick, babe. It's
it's
the same thing.
so like as a mom, like what, or not even as a mom, as a friend, what boundaries do you wish that you would have set for yourself in a friendship sooner? Mine would be to not let someone need to show me more than once of who they are. If someone shows you the kind of person they are, believe them the first time.
Real
And
bad.
I mean that, like you said, it really goes back to watch how they treat other people, not just you. Because if they
Mm-hmm.
do it to them, they will do it to you. And I was really heavy set on this one friendship that this girl would never do me the way that I watched her do other girls, and she did me worse. Like, and not only worse to the fact of like she did me worse than she did them, but like I was your friend, you know what I'm saying? Like I was your roommate, and here you are going to spew lies and just cause chaos for no reason, but because you can, because you want to. Like
Right.
that's not, if one, that's not fair. Two, it's not just a problem that you have with me. It's a problem that you have in every friendship, like
It
every
just boils down
friendship.
to a problem within yourself.
Yeah,
You're
like,
insecure about yourself, and so you have to bring other women down, and that's fine. Just not
but
for
not
me.
for me. Yeah, I wish I would have set that boundary up way
Right.
sooner. And it's not just with one particular friend, like, but it's just with a lot of them. Like, you're not going to do me dirty and expect that I'm just always going to constantly be there for you because you think that you deserve that. Like, no, you
Exactly.
either be good to me or don't talk to me.
My main thing is I would learn to say no. I'm a big people pleaser. I'm still working on it, but I feel like I have been a lot better. The word no has so much more power than you think that it does. And you don't, to be somebody's friend, you don't have to come to their beck and call for everything.
Right.
I
And
would,
no should be, to a real friend, like, that's just
exactly.
advice.
No should just be okay and no. Like if Taylor doesn't want to hang out that day, but we have been planning to hang out for a week, and I text her that morning, hey, are you still wanting to hang out? But she's tired and hasn't been feeling the best. I'm not going to be upset that she doesn't want to hang out. She explained to
Right.
me that she does not feel good, and why should she extend herself more than she can right now just to be a good friend? This is where I would come in being a good friend and tell her it's okay. We can reschedule. We can do this another time.
Right. Like last week we didn't film the podcast until the day before, and it was just because like life was busy, and we
Exactly.
just,
And
our
like, yeah,
schedules didn't
we were
align.
upset. Like
Yeah,
man, it is like we really didn't do it. Like we really didn't sit down and do what we were supposed to be doing. But at the same time, like you just have to forgive yourself and realize that you're a human being. It's your first time on this planet too, babe.
yeah. And so before we end, we have about 10 to 15 more minutes, and we're gonna wrap it up. This one's a little bit longer because I think we're feeling a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. But for the last question, do you think that your younger self would recognize who you are now?
I think my younger self would be real proud of who I am now. Not
Yeah.
necessarily that she would recognize, and yes, she would have questions 100%. Oh, she would have so many questions.
Girl, how'd you get here and spill the tea?
Yours would be 4? You got 4 of them?
You used to date men and now you date women? What?
Oh.
No.
But I feel like my younger self would think that I am strong and brave and just real. Like, I would think that my younger self would look up to me, and I take pride in that.
I feel that. I think that even not even younger me, I think me 3 years ago, if that me would look at me now, I'm very proud of myself overcoming, my dad's death, divorce, custody, all of the things. Honestly, those things really just broke me down and made me realize that even though you do have people in life, you really truly at the end of the day only have yourself at any given time. And so I think that my younger self would be proud of that I've calmed down. I think my dad would be proud of me because I am a good mom now. And I used to could not say that with pride. I do think that I'm a good friend. And I do think that I'm funny as hell. So
real
honestly,
funny.
I think that I would be proud of myself. And any of the haters that used to know me back then, you don't know me now. So
At all. I'm a completely different person than I was even just a year ago.
Yeah, for sure. And I really owe that all to my boyfriend and God and my kids and friends that have stayed around.
Exactly.
You really need to find your people and be comfortable in that, be comfortable in yourself. And it's just honestly, life has a crazy way of throwing things. Honestly, even a year, bitch, even a month ago, I would have never. Well, maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I would have never expected that we'd be doing a podcast. It's
never.
So funny
we
to
have
me.
Talked about it for years,
but it's just been something that we were like,
this would be great. Our life should be a podcast. Our life should be a TV show.
Yeah.
But also, if we would have started this years ago, it would have been not what it is now. It would have been
and
messy.
It's wild how losing people makes you really start to think about how it all started and where you've came and the growth and honestly from being 20 years old to now, I'm like, oh my God, I've lived so many lifetimes. It's so crazy. It's so fun.
And half of this stuff I barely remember until it's brought up, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, no. So it's so funny that everything that we've talked about and I just really have made it my mission this year to, if I speak about it, I'm gonna try it. And honestly, this podcast might be a bust. It really might not go anywhere. At least I tried. At least I did what I said I was gonna do. And it's just a little fun thing to do. And hopefully, you guys like it. If you don't,
tell us. If you do, tell us.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. And next week we're gonna, continue on what got us here, a little bit. We're gonna blast to the past a little bit. We're also gonna start introducing a little local true crime cases. I did reach out to if you're from here, the Madison Martin case. It's a girl local that was killed in a drunk driving accident. I did reach out to her sister and ask if we could cover that on the podcast. She did say yes.
She would be more than happy to hear what we have to say.
Yeah, it still is ongoing court case, so we can't go into detail and everything. Everything that we do say is alleged. It's still, like I said, it's still an open case, but it really ties into motherhood. She was a mom. She was a young in her young 20s. She was a very beautiful girl, and it just kind of ties into where life can take us if we're not careful, of what's going on. And not just her, even the other people involved. Life is crazy. And so next week we will be getting into all of that, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed another episode. Sarah, look at us go, 2 episodes down. I'm so proud of us.
Very proud.
Yeah. So,
well, thanks for listening to the Mom Files, where motherhood is messy but never lonely. Remember to stay nosy, like and subscribe, and leave comments what you would like to hear next.
And we're going to keep the energy going over on our Facebook page. I post on there daily. Fun little questions, fun little things to get everybody engaged. We really want to know what you guys want to talk about. And like we said, we live in a military town. There's so much true crime. There's so many crazy things.
Oh my goodness.
And that Madison Martin case has really just stuck with us. Like I said, it's a mom, friendships, everything. So like we said, like, subscribe, and
stay nosy.
Thank you.
Bye.